Hey, how's it going? Welcome back to some more Rainbow Six Siege, and if you're new to the channel, welcome. Today I want to talk to you guys about how to prevent getting tilted while playing this game. It's very easy to do, and you'll have a lot better time if you try following some of these tips. So let's hop right into it. So a lot of these tips can be used in almost every game, but I'm specifically talking about Rainbow Six Siege, because Siege does tend to have a little bit of a toxic community. And there's a lot of things that I've done. Actually, all of these tips I'm about to give you are what I do to prevent myself getting tilted so I can continue having fun and continue improving while playing Rainbow Six. Now, you could probably guess what the first thing I'm going to talk about is, and that is a good warm-up. I know everybody talks about this, so I'm not going to get into it too much, but one thing I will say that other people aren't saying is make sure you actually warm up with operators that you are planning to use that day. Just go ahead and do a T-hunt, feel out your sensitivity, go for the headshots, and practice your recoil management until you are confident in your aim. That is the key. Until you are confident, you're going to hit your shots. One other thing you should be doing when you are doing T-hunt is practice with the operator's secondary weapon, because I've realized that I hardly use the pistol and I always try and hide and reload. And since I started warming up with the pistol and I started taking more gunfights instead of reloading my primary, I switched to my pistol. I've been winning a lot more gunfights, so it's definitely going to be beneficial to do that. So this next section is going to be real quick. It's a couple little things that you can do right off the bat that is going to immediately knock out some toxicity within the game. Number one, turn off the all chat. You don't need to know what the enemy team is saying. It's simply just not important, and their trash talk can make you tilted or put you in the wrong mindset. If you miss a shot and they start talking trash, it might get in your head and you might start missing more shots. You don't need that. Just go ahead and turn the all chat off immediately. It's not of any usefulness to you. Second thing, mute toxic teammates. It's really easy to do. It takes 2 seconds to do. You just tab and mute them. And in my experience, I can tell right off the bat who's going to be toxic, because as soon as I get in a lobby and they're just ear raping me, they're just blaring my headphones out, I know they're not going to give me any important information. You guys have probably experienced the same thing. And it's just better to mute them, and you don't got to hear them, because they're not even going to make good call outs anyway. They're just going to be trolls, and you don't need that. You need to be able to focus on what you're doing to improve. All right, next big thing I want to talk about here is deaths. It is a shooter game, and you have to expect to die. It's just part of the game. When you die, try to understand that if you died from a bad play, you need to understand how to not make that bad play again, so you don't keep dying in the same manner over and over, because that is really going to get in your head and it's really going to tilt you. So instead of making the same play you just made and going, what, how they do that, try and find a different route in, or try and find a different rotate, find a different angle to hold, and try that instead. Now, if you die due to some crazy luck on the enemy's part, try your best to just move on and not get mad. Trust me, I struggle with this one as well all the time. But as soon as you get mad about something that's out of your hands, it's just going to start tilting you way faster than if you were losing to a good team. One way I keep myself from getting mad, and the way you guys could try and keep yourself from getting mad at deaths, is immediately give the call on where the enemy was, so your team can have the potential to refrag you. This is going to allow you to keep your mind off of why you died, and instead you're going to be helping your team out by giving the call out instead of just being mad that you died. Next, let's talk about having a couple bad games or being in a quote-unquote slump. If you have a bad match, just hop back into a T-hunt and do 1 or 2 and regain your confidence in your aim. That is what I've been doing, and it's been helping a lot. I might have 1 or 2 bad games, I'm just not hitting my shots, I'm not having good positioning. I just hop back into T-hunt and I warm up. Alright, now let's say you're on a losing streak and you don't want to drop too much rank, which, by the way, you really shouldn't care about rank, especially if you solo queue like I do. It really doesn't matter, because you really need to be focusing on getting better at the game and not playing for elo. But in case you do care, jump into an unranked. You're going to be playing with the same rules, same style, and try something new. Try a new operator you've never played, or try a new strategy, try holding new angles, try something new, try and learn, and if it works, bring it into ranked next time you play. Now let's talk about a cooldown. I don't know how many people actually do this. This is something I've started doing recently, and I really have enjoyed doing this. and this is doing a cooldown. Let's say you lose 3 matches in a row and you don't want to play anymore. Consider doing 2 to 3 T hunts so that your bad habits from those bad matches don't lead into your next day of playing. This has allowed me to get off the game in a good mindset, and it usually calms me down to not be angry at the game, so that way when I get on the next day, I'm already in a good mood and ready to go. Well, I want to thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope these tips help you guys out, because it's definitely helped me out. It's helped me become a better player because I'm more focused on the more important things, like in bettering my aim, bettering my positioning, stuff like that. I just want to help out other solo queue people that are serious about Siege. I'm very serious about it. I really enjoy the game, and I'm always working to improve. And once I started making these changes and using these tips, I've been getting way less angry at the game, and I have enjoyed it way more, and I'm learning way faster as well. Just by being in a good mood is already going to up your chances of hitting your shots, being in good positioning, stuff like that. Also, if you're new to the channel, consider subscribing, because I have a lot of Rainbow Six Siege stuff coming out. I also do Doom Eternal. These are the 2 big games that I do right now, and I'd really appreciate you joining me on the journey. And until next time, have a good day, afternoon, night, whichever it may be, and keep gaming.
Op 4 eliminated. Friendly mission successful.